Welcome to the channel. Building overseas doesn't have to be a nightmare. My goal is to help you make that dream a reality. Expect weekly tips on the process of building that dream home and the lifestyle it brings. So check out my videos, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope all is good. Every now and then I gotta check the audio to make sure everything is good. So I see some eyeballs over there. So let me know if you can hear me. We can get it started. And this is my first live stream for 2023. Wow, I can't believe it's 2023 already. So anyway, hopefully you have some good questions about building, investing in Ghana, trying to get his houses built. Um, at a certain point we got to get them built, right? So let me know if you can hear me. If the feedback would be great. We just take it from there. Okay. So don't be a stranger. Introduce yourself. Check in and let me know who's there, who's watching. Any questions? We can take it. Okay. All right. So I think for most of you, you probably building or doing something in the continent. Ghana, or somewhere in the continent. Maybe you've started building your houses, your apartments, your hotels, your restaurants, and stuff like that. You're trying to figure it out. I mean, with a lot of things happening, layoffs, economies, global economies, local economics, and everything. How do you still stay focused and organized and basically, uh, make things happen, right? So, and all these things are very, very important. The dream is important, but the plan is much more important to make the dream a realization, right? So, hopefully, in your plan, you have some flexibilities to adjust and most importantly, be consistent and be smart. In 2023, I feel like we can't afford to waste money, and so the details matters. So we can be efficient 2023 and beyond. Okay. So um, for myself, we're still doing a few things. There's some things that I'm letting the guys wait on me to come there and execute, and then I can set them loose. And then at a certain point, we're gonna start doing plastering. But I want to get all the little details matters, special lighting places, because I'm not a fan of cracking them after you've done the plastering and that kind of stuff. Um, I'm taking some time to readjust and make sure that you produce something magical, right? That's the plan. Make the house unique. What is it? Minimum area champ, but city champs, is a good thing. So I'm always, thinking about ideas. Watching some. Can hear. Thanks for DOT. Thanks for feedback. So I'm always looking for ideas. I'm watching videos about modern contemporary homes, design staircase, lighting system, tiles, uh, fixtures, things just to maximize and make the house much more unique. And so that is always good. That's always good to make that because we are going to spend the money anyway. We might as just get something that we love, right? So that to me, I think is important, and also too, I think because people have asked me this question, Tony, what do you think about if you are going to invest money into these homes and either you're not moving back or you're not going often? And I think that's a legitimate question. So my question is, so build with that in mind. Is it smart to pump all this money and then you're only going there 2 weeks in a year, right? So I think if that's the case, then maybe you probably build with a rental in mind and stuff like that. But if you build without rental in mind and the house is just sitting there, you're doing maintenance, and you go there not twice, 2 weeks in a year, uh, I think money could be better spent somewhere. Even though I'm the biggest advocate for owning homes, we have to do it. This generation, we own a home, our own homes, home or at least one. So you have to do that. So if that's the case, then set up a plan to see how you actually gonna go back and enjoy the house or the sacrifices, and energy and time that you put into this thing, so you can go there several times in a year or maybe go there longer, right? So come up with a plan. And I did that many years ago. I changed careers and stuff like that to be able to spend a couple of months in Ghana. So the plan is as of this year is gonna be twice a year, and then maybe certain point see if I can do 3 times a year, right? Because what is the point? Other than that, you build a house for the occupant, right? So is important. I think we need to, explore and take advantage of. There are certain point you want to make money, right? You want to be making money on the ground somehow, so to generate that type of income. My mentality on that is that you still maintain your capacity to make money outside because you already have the experience and stuff. So why not get paid for that? And then preferably, here's the key though: whatever you make in Ghana actually will be able to sustain your lifestyle, and whatever you still make currently outside Ghana. You just bank that, just bank that, and have incredible, successful, wealthy retirement or pass down to the next generation, right? So that's the way I'm looking at it. If you can do that to be able to just uh, thrive, not survive. We don't do survive on this platform, we thrive. And so if you're able to do that, that'd be awesome. And for myself, I'm running a couple ideas to see. Obviously, you got to be on the ground too, right? Be on the ground is great if you're running businesses, and to make sure that you keep an eye on things and making sure people on the same, you know, uh, pace on how the things are should be run. So it's very important. So so that's good. And also thinking about, you can throw in your questions if you have them. And I was also thinking too the other days, is there a cutoff age to not build a house? You know, is there a cutoff age to not build a house because of the investment that is needed? Should people in their 60s still go and build homes in Africa? I like to Jeffy. Thank you. Thank you. Long time. I hope all is good. Um, is there a cutoff age? And that is tricky because you work hard, you retired, and you maybe have some retirement, and then all of a sudden you have to take a great proportion of it to go build, a house. Um, is that how you spend your money? I mean, it's a free world; people can do whatever they want. But I also think too, then what is the size of the house? So I figure. So here's my thought. I think when you're 20s, those who are able to start being at 20s, kudos to you. You're ahead of the game. I was not doing that. I was not doing that. I think I started early 30s. Yeah, so not 20s. Okay, so 20s people bidding, good, ahead of the game. Maybe because you're younger, you have more time to work, make more money. You can still go for something bigger if that's your thing. I think you hit 30s, you kind of like to some extent medium size. I think 40s. I think that's where you gotta be more strategic as well, because maybe a 3 bedrooms becomes an option, maybe bungalow style, but maybe if you have a extended roof with, attached roof on the side, use that as a rooftop. Decking. So you don't have to do like 2 stories, because uh, the flooring or the decking of the first floor or second floor, where you are in the world. That becomes expensive, so you can do that and then maximize the space and then still have some money in your pocket, because I think for me, what is important is you have some money in your pocket to enjoy the hard work, I'm not, um, an advocate of spending all your hard-earned money, you build this big house, and then you can't maintain it, because when you try to paint it again, it's gonna cost you $6,000-$7,000 to paint it. So, you gotta factor all that in, so that we have money in our pocket and not feel too strapped, um, and stuff like that. So, or maybe if you're in your 60s, maybe one bedroom, two-bedroom apartments becomes an option. So I think everybody's different, have different resources. People have different lifestyles. Some people are a little bit more risky. Some people are not risky. So it is important to factor all those in. As you around, we've been here a little bit around. We've seen it, um, and so we use that experience to our own personal advantage, and we share that on our consultation. You know how to get in touch with me on that. So okay. Good to see you, brother. I hope your trip was productive and you're back and by the grind. And so, we can finish that house. So when I come visit at Kumasi, hopefully I get one bedroom at the corner somewhere. All right. And then when you come to Accra, I got you. I hope all is well. All right. So it's important, right? This year is about efficient. It's about efficiency only. And then our dream, we're going to make it happen. Uh, we're going to make it happen because at certain point, we want to get this thing, get this house done and then move on to the next adventure or the next opportunity. All right. So 2023, January, wow, January, what is it? 21st is moving fast already. Hopefully, we set some goals for the year, personal goals, financial goals, health goals, relationship goals, um, just life goals, in general. And then hopefully you are in there, making it happen, staying focused, staying consistent, and then accomplishing that and stuff like that. Obviously, not everything you want to share. Some of your success, you got to keep it in house a little bit, but just keep plugging, and making it happen. All right, let me know how I can help you. Stuff like that. Get your goals and dreams also accomplished. Is very important. I want this generation to be the most accomplished, even though this generation has the most distraction and destructive behavior sometimes too. But I think we're in the best time to be alive, if you are paying attention to 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 build yourself, to end poverty in your family for the first time. I believe all of us can do it, and so I will be pushing us together. Thank you, bro. I hope all is good. Welcome. All project is going good for you guys. Okay, so if you have any questions, we can go, or we're gonna just keep it a little bit wrapped up, and then stuff like that. Okay, this one here. Yes, yes, yes. I think in 30 years, what did they say? What is it? If you're using the devaluation of the dollar in 30 years, usually is going to be three times, right? That do add up. That do add up. So, and also too, okay, there's this thing too that we tend to wait to say, oh, when I do get retired, and this wonderful life awaits me. I'm seeing a lot of people that are retired. I'm seeing a lot of people with money that are retired and they still can't do, because what do you lose? Physical ability, right? So even if you keep yourself in shape, which I recommend we do all the time, there's certain things that you can only do in your 30s, 40s. You can, in terms of enjoying that. than if you're in your, late 60s, 70s, and stuff like that. So I think as you get older, you're supposed to get wiser, and you're supposed to know, like, listen, um, I can still have incredible life. I can still enjoy life, but it's different, right? And the value of things must be different to you. So I think that 40s to maybe take care of yourself to 50s is probably the last generation to actually still be vibrant and get things done and be able to have a quality of life and physically still be able to do some of those things. As you start hitting 60s, 70s, just nature takes effect. So I think that we got to be smart. We got to be smart about this thing because houses are going to get really expensive. Because I'm comparing my spreadsheet from when I started the first house, August 2012, and comparing some of these stuff, and some are going up, some are quadruple, right? And so I want to get this thing done. And personally, I'm done for residential house. Done. Hold me to it. I'm done for this. There's no point to get a third home for residential. There's no point. And so then just enjoy it, right? Okay. So let's make it happen. Yeah, thank you. I hope it's warm up there. So hopefully you're doing good. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get these things done. These homes built, and I think we do them sooner. Sooner the better. So I think um, I think it's a wonderful thing to be a homeowner. You have the freedom to come in, go out. Don't have to deal with landlords. Don't have to negotiate. Um, just your mental state, your confidence, your self worth. A lot of great things happen to you. You've proven that you can set goals and accomplish them, and it's a beautiful experience, right? It's a beautiful experience that I want those who have it to get a point to experience it. And then if you have children, the children get to see either mom or dad or both win set goals, be consistent, and overcome challenges, and make it happen. That's the beautiful experience, right? So you cannot be telling your children they can do everything they want when mom and dad are not, leading by example. Okay, so it's important. It's very, very important. So hopefully someday we can meet around the world, link up, and then maybe do something together, right? If all the chips fall in the right places. Okay, so go plan. So have a great plan, have a good strategy, uh, and stuff like that. So and execute. Stay focused. Let people enjoy. It's a time for everything. And then my goal is, delay yourself and do it at a level of people who can do it, right? Okay. Um, what is it? You talk prioritize and normal one. And I know. So I think what do we even have in Ghana? So we have the aloe zinc, we have shingles, um, we have the old clay, which you don't see a lot. You have some imitations, and then you have I've seen the Eurotypes. I've seen two versions of it. One is an imitation. I think I think the thing with roofing is so there's a couple of things you're looking at, right? There's not a huge gap between in terms of if the presumption is that quality materials is done. There's not it's not like one lasts 5 years, another one give you um 20 years. I mean, if everything is done, you're getting 15 years minimum to 20 years or 25 years, right? So at least whatever you have is going to work beyond a decade if it's built. The question becomes, is it you want the aesthetic? You want maybe how noisy it is when it rains sometimes, um, but then if you have the POP and stuff like that, maybe that will absorb some of the sound, um, and just pure durable, right? And so that's why I don't do a lot of the videos on roofing because pretty much, they are good, if you install them well and stuff like that. They are pretty much you're getting a decade, anytime you can get 15 years on a roof. Because even in the US, it's like what, 10 years? 10 years. I mean, if you live in where there's hills and stuff like that, sometimes like 6, 7 years, and you have to replace them. So we're getting about 10 plus years, and as good as you have to figure it out. I think the roof also is important. Install well, quality leakages, you don't want that. And sometimes they add some aesthetic value also to the house. So it's just pick whatever you like, the Alizing, the aerial tiles, the shingles, or the old clay, red clay. Don't see them often, and those really goes well with like a Mediterranean home. So pick a roofing style that will work if you're doing contemporary Mediterranean, cottage or whatever. Pick something that just and, tie up everything and makes it more beautiful. Okay, so yeah, so you there's not um wrong or right anything. It depends what you want. Just make sure you also buying it from a company that's gonna warranty this thing. And so sometimes what you need to do also too, like the company you're buying it from, are they gonna be around 5, 10 years from now, right? Some companies are not going to be around, so you have to factor all that in there. Um, or if you don't care and you know you're gonna replace them anyway, then it is what it is. But if you use maybe a smaller company that is starting, for your massive home and stuff like your apartments, and then 5 years from now, they go out of business, get it, your warranty is gone, right? And so those are some of the things that I think about when I'm buying something, for the house and stuff like that. Okay? All right. So that's that's something to just figure it out. But I think I am advocate that these houses we can still make them look a little bit nicer and execute well. I think so. So I think we should expect more from our builders and our team. We should expect excellence, and I think we should be willing to pay them because sometimes if you underpay them, they will have a way of making sure you pay. Okay, so just pay them well. I know houses, building a house is expensive. Take care of your guys, and then we'll take care of you. They will deliver and stuff like that. And this is fun, and after that, you can just enjoy, right? Enjoy. Don't forget, I'm still pushing for landscape, right? We got to use landscape. We're in the tropics, right? We can't be hiding in a room the whole day. Some part of the year, maybe June, rainy season here and there, July. The weather's a little bit nice. And so we got to be able to come outside, agree outside, come outside and sit underneath a tree or some pergola or something like that with plants and all that stuff, and then have it feel like a home and have an outdoor space and enjoy fresh air than to be in a house cooked in with AC and all that stuff. So I am doing that myself. At certain point, I'm going to start. Um, I'm thinking about moving somebody into the current build. I think once they become established, I will start planting my trees ASAP. I start planting them ASAP. So it's important. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. DOT. I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit, but the rest consultation. I'm gonna help you. Okay. I feel like some people are waiting that they steal my electricals because they may I may be one of the few people that hasn't happened to. So there's a couple of things, right? Uh, there's a couple of things. It's tricky. So far, it hasn't happened to us in our projects and stuff like that. because there's a couple of things you have to do. There's a ton of things, securing the house involve a lot of things you have to do. Who's in the house matters. Um, is a person that lives in the house leaving the house at a long period of time? It matters. Who is watching the house when the person that is in the house leaves? Matters. Because sometimes this is what happens. When you nitpick certain things, it comes to bite you. Ghana, you want things done, you pay up. You pay up, because when they steal your electric car, minimum 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and then that's money. Now you can lose the 7,000, or maybe at the cost of a year, you can spend $1,000 by having people watch it, primary people, secondary people, so that you don't have that issue, right? And also too, and I also think there's a couple of conversations that you need to have with people that I'm not gonna talk publicly, um, of that because, I think right now it's just the new thing, right? Theft in from November, December, January is very high, very, very high. And the cables are highly desirable, right? Highly desirable. Um, we've seen people are chiseling walls, the floor, yanking things out. We've seen things that people are pulling the wires cleanly. It was as if it was never there. We've seen people cut the wires, they do all kinds of stuff. Um, and I also think too, um, I mean, sometimes when people think they can get away with things, they do it. They do it. They do it to you. And so there's a lot of things. I know it looks like helpless. There's a lot of things. I'd advise people not to do wiring, and they did it, and it got stolen, stripped everything. Okay, there's a time to do it. Even when somebody lives in the house, there's a time to do it, and involves a lot of things have to happen. Right? You do not have to do the wires right now. That is why we offered our building guide. You can go get it from our website. You can see it when we advise to do the wiring. Okay, the wiring can come in much, much later, much, much, much later, and people are making it seems and stuff. So, but it is a concern. It's a legitimate. People are taking them. Sometimes they take it within the first week. Um, but I'm an advocate. There's a solution for everything. I think there's a solution. And stuff. I haven't done mine yet because I follow my own advice. So at a certain point, I'm gonna do it. I did the first house; it was never stolen, or even attempted to be stolen. And so, come talk. All right, bro. Oh, wow. Uh, I think I said. I think I said most. I left a few things out. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things you have to do. There's a lot of things you have to do. It's not just secure the compound, fence it, put burglar proof. You want to do windows, do doors. Those are also important. Those helps. Somebody's watching it. But I also think too is I have never since I've been going to Ghana since I've been building. There have only been one time. There have only been one time that somebody was supposed to do a job and they took the money, then they run away. Oh, the job was done. Trust me, it was done. But since that, and that was like a long time ago. What is it, 8, 7 years ago? Since then, I think we've figured ways, because we know our people, we know their tendencies, so we are not naive, um, and so we put things in place. Uh, we put things in place. We stack people who's watching the watcher, and then if things get missing, uh, we make sure that it's rectified by any means necessary. So I think that is also part of it. Most of the time, they think they can get away with it. There's no repercussions, so they will do it. And so, for me, I'm not worried per se. We put things in place, but if it does happen, I'll find the person, find, and then they will pay for it. And so that is understood very, very clearly. And so the temptation is less. The temptation is always there, but it's less, and stuff like that. So there's a lot you can do, and and the team you have matters. Sometimes this cables is internal. It's internal job. The guys installing it are doing it out too. So who you pay for, it matters. And sometimes even your builder, you don't even know where your builder lives. You don't even know where your foreman lives. You know, and so it matters. So find the right team that can help you put the things in place, remember place, and you do your job, and you have people watching what they watch. When the person leaves the house, the person that's still there, 'cause eventually they're gonna leave the house becomes vacant. Certain point, who's gonna go there? Who's gonna do the temporary occupying and stuff like that? How secure enough? Um, real secured, right? And everything can overcome with time. And so I think until we do that, we are going to be is gonna is right now it's just like rampant. It's like, is going on. So all right. I told you we spoke in the past, so you know how to reach out to me. Good evening, Mr. Danko. I hope everything is good. Um, uh, there where you are. Okay, so I believe in solutions. There's solutions for everything. Um, you don't have to feel like a victim. Um, Sometimes you pay a little bit forward to avoid the cost. This house is no joke. Building this house to completion is no joke. We don't share everything, right? We don't share everything, but every now and then we share what is important, what you need to know, how to navigate around some of these things. But because as you make steps, the criminal element also adjusts, right? So it's a kind of man's game, um, and stuff like that. So I think we figure a lot of things right and stuff like that. So um, I'll see when I get there. I'll do my wiring and see. Hopefully they don't stay. We'll see how that goes, right? We'll see how that goes. But mine will probably come really late, really, stuff like that. So okay. Other than that, no more questions. We're gonna wrap it up. No, don't want it to be too long. Thank you. Let's see. I hope all is good. Let's build these homes. Let's do them. Let's do well. And we can enjoy very, very well. And stuff like that. So let's build them. Let's build them well. Let's use the outdoor space landscape, and stuff like that. Get some ideas, and then start planting your trees now before the house is finished. It's most important. So then, when the house is done, you have mature trees that you can sit. Get some fruit trees in there if you have the space. Make sure they are away from the foundation, the fence wall, especially when you are planting fibrous roots, trees with fiber roots, right? So all those things are important, and then just plan well, and then just go and enjoy, right? Whether it gonna becomes a vacation spot, I think for most people that's what it's gonna be, and or whether you end up moving over there, at least you set yourself up for everything you need. Okay, so don't cut corners. Do not cut corners. Pay the full price. Get a quality team. Pay them what it's worth. Expect more. Keep your eyes on everything. Keep your eyes on everything. Keep your eyes on everything. And educate yourself in the process as well. Buy our building guide to help you manage your projects. So you know what is going on, so they're not built out of sequence, doing all the stuff all over the place. It's important because then that is when you start putting your fence wire over there early, and then they straight those things out. You start breaking things, and it's costing you money. You can skip, right? So please click the like button. I appreciate it. Share the video. You can send me questions. You know where to find me. Um, my contact info will be in the description on the screen. Let me know how you're going. I also enjoy those of you sometimes that send me progress report about your restaurant, your homes, and stuff like that. It's always good to see that. I like the progress. Let's all make it. Let's make it big. I'm rooting for you as important. And so let's live the life that we truly deserve because we've earned it. But let's earn it first, right? When you earn it, it's more meaningful. Okay? I don't want anybody to give me a house. Get my own. Don't want anybody to give me a car. I get my own. Nobody give me anything. I'll earn my own rights. Okay? Um, Royal Palms, Royal Palms. So I have my guy that I've used in the past. He's good. You check with him, but you do see them on the road. Preferably get somebody who has massive collections, understand plant biology. Okay. And so they can help you. And I think preferably, so what I do is when I buy these plants, the royal palms, I think I'm gonna do some royal palms. Yeah, I love royal palms. They're probably my favorite, trees. So I'm gonna do that, and then I might do some adenoideas, the dwarf, there's some dwarf palms as well. So what I end up doing basically when I buy it, I have them. So you get a quote, you save some money, and I go buy like maybe 20 plants or trees, whatever, and then he comes deliver, and then he plants them, right? He apply the fertilizer and stuff like that, and then the first couple of months you water it like every day. Best time to water is and then you have them come in every now and then to make sure like the trees are doing very well because sometimes I think they came back and they replaced three of them, and so make sure you get that warranty, and then after a while, just leave the damn thing in the grower. So I'm not gonna go buy the tree and then I'm gonna come dig over there because that is not my specialty. Okay, so bring them in, and also too, you can work with the location and sequence and all that stuff. So I'll say, there's a lot of them. You can get by one by under bridge. There's a guy over the under bridge before this. There's a guy over there, a whole setup. You can buy from them and stuff like that. So, but preferably use them to come, plant and get you started right. But the trees are important. They provide shade. I think the royal palms aesthetically looks nice. It gives you the Caribbean, the Miami, like Florida feel. So it's good. It's breezy, brings a lot of breeze also to the house. I think I have like maybe 20 between that and the Adinodi. I have like maybe 20 at the Castle house. So this place I want to do a lot of trees. I want to see if I can do maybe 50 trees and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, so start planting them. If it's mango, keep the mango away from the house, or the fence wall and stuff like that. But you can get some small ranges, flowers and stuff like that. So yeah, so get the trees in. There's so many places you can get them by the roadside. Okay. Um, Let me make sure. Okay. All right. Oh, time flies. All right. All said and done. Good luck. Keep winning. Keep the dream alive. Stay consistent. Uh, Spend your time wisely. Um, Keep the faith. Uh, Delay yourself. You're not missing out on anything. You're not. Just finish this house and then and then go and enjoy life like it's supposed to be, okay? Alright, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to join me here. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you back in 2 weeks and stuff. I'm doing some few things in the house. Maybe, once something comes up, I'll share some updates on that. Um, Stuff like that. So anyway, thank you. Appreciate you. Bye bye.